Mountains in Norway, they are so different, they are so special. So if you are here already, then you cannot help you just fall in love with the nature here. It's so quiet, it's so peaceful and beautiful, a lot of flowers. And your appreciation is much bigger when suddenly the sky opens up and suddenly you have that beautiful view over the fjords and mountains. I would like to do a morning yoga just to prepare the body for the hike, to warm up, to open up, to start to move so you feel your energy is moving, you can breathe, you are tall, you are strong, and you are in a present moment. Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Pille and I am originally from Estonia. And I moved to Norway 12 years ago. So I've been working as a personal trainer, pro fitness instructor, and now also mostly as a yoga teacher. I started with my traveling and mostly solo traveling in my 40s, quite late to discover the world around me, and I haven't stopped yet. But of course, in my many solo travels, I experienced that when traveling alone, you almost always have to pay more, both for the hotel room and the car rental, because you are using them alone. Then I started taking part of yoga retreats, and I totally fell in love with that concept. I found it both cheaper and more exciting than traveling alone. And I learned a lot, and I offer my yoga retreats exactly as I like them most. And also, I am very, very passionate about healthy, sustainable, and active lifestyle, holistic well-being. So if I can motivate anybody, then my mission is completed. I moved to Norway because of love. So it was a short love story, but thanks to him, I came to Norway, to Molde, and I discovered the Molde area, and I started hiking in the beginning just with my jeans and running shoes, and Norwegians looked at me like, who is this lady with jeans on the hiking trail? So it's not a good sign when you don't have a fancy hiking gear. But I didn't care, so I went to the day trips, and I actually again felt totally in love with the mountains. Before that, I regularly went to Alps for skiing, also Finland and Sweden. But mountains in Norway, they are so different, they are so special. So if you are here already, then you cannot help you just fall in love with the nature here. Norway is a small country in North Europe, in Scandinavia, situated in the Arctic Circle. So that means in summertime it's extremely light here. So when you travel to Norway, I recommend you to take your eye mask with you. And Norway is a very long country, very narrow country, 1,750 kilometers from south to north. The majority of the country borders water and it's Atlantic Ocean on the west. But we have very mild and nice climate actually. And Norway is also one of the world's northmost countries and Europe's most mountainous countries. And what is very special in Norway, all those fjords, during the last glacier period, the entire country was covered with ice. And the movement of the ice carved out the deep valleys. When the ice melted, the sea filled many of those valleys, creating Norway's famous fjords. So all those fjords have connection with the ocean, and they are very narrow. So, for example, from my window, I can look the fjord, and another side of the fjord, a lot of big mountains. So that makes Norway a very, very special country. Here on the map, there is a location of Molde. Molde is really like a hidden gem because we have so many beautiful hiking trails and places close by here. And Molde itself is a small town with around 25,000 inhabitants. By the fjords, by the sea, nice old houses, well maintained. From one side, Molde fjord, from another side, mountains. So from the city center, I can walk 5 kilometers up to Norwegen which you can see on the photo. And Morsels is also a very quiet city. For example, we have a lot of people on the street only when the big cruise ship is coming here. Otherwise, it's so quiet, it's so peaceful and beautiful. A lot of flowers. Molde is called the city of the roses, by the way. I don't know why, but roses just love the climate here, and we still have so many roses blossoming in October and November. So that's quite special, I think. Molde can be famous for people who love jazz music, because every summer we have 1 week international jazz festival in Molde. And that photo is taken from Norway, which is basically from my home 2 kilometers uphill through the forest. Again, mountain lakes, you can take a swim or just dip in the cold mountain lakes. In wintertime, I can put my skis on in front of my house and just walk. They make a joke, or they say that every Norwegian have at least 5 pair of skis. I'm not so much Norwegian yet, so I have just 3 pair of skis and snowboard, what I really use every weekend in wintertime. We have beautiful park in Molde with wooden floor where you can practice yoga. There are many concerts held. That's free for use. Everybody can use it. Some fitness studios move outdoors to do classes when the first sun comes out and people don't want to go inside to practice anymore. And that photo is taken from the hike close by here, 2 kilometers up from my house. Almost every mountaintop in Norway has that kind of wooden varden. It's called varden. It's the top of the mountain. And on the top, you can find the mailbox. Inside is a pen and a book. Every person walking up to that mountain doing the hike can write his or her name to the book. And last week I had one lady from America, and she signed the book and she said, "I'm so glad Norway wants my autograph." So, but that weather on that day is quite often we have fog, we have rain, but as long as you have right clothing, so you can still go hiking. And your appreciation is much bigger when suddenly the sky opens up and suddenly you have that beautiful view over the fjords and mountains. Then you appreciate that so much more. Close to Molde, we have one very famous place which is called Atlantic Road. It's actually the road over the 7 small islands, and it's inside the Atlantic Ocean. Small places connected with the road or bridges, spectacular bridges. James Bond last movie was taken there, and some Mission Impossible movie parts have been filmed there. And most of the people just drive Atlantic Road. It looks like this from above. I really like to go hiking to see that view from the mountaintop. And that special hike, Trollveggen is the name of the hike. It is 6, 7, 8 kilometers. Also, I can take a big road to that hike. And for example, people who want to go faster, they can explore 2 mountaintops. People who want to go slower, they can go to 1 top, or they can stay in the middle of the mountain. This is one photo of the bridge, the most spectacular one. From the one mountaintop, you have view like this. Here you can see the Atlantic Road and the Atlantic Ocean, basically. This is the stone house, which is in the middle of the hiking trail. That one is very old one, very special one, and it's made to protect hikers against bad weather. And I have some special experience with that trail or that stone house because I had a volunteer yoga teacher here from Canada, and he was so much in love with that house. He wanted to stay night there. And then he did. But this is like a little bit longer story, quite funny. So if you come to Norway, I will tell you every details of that story as well. So this is the point where, for example, people who are tired, they can turn back. They still have the beautiful view over that road. Another famous point close by here is Troll Wall and Troll Road. Troll Road is like a serpentine road up to the mountain. Many big waterfalls falling down. You can come so close to the waterfall. There's a bridge over the waterfall, which is built in 1930. And the top of the mountain, there is a cafe. And inside the cafe, there are many old photos how they built that bridge so long time ago. They didn't have any machines on that time. And that road is very, very special. Every pin has a name of the person who participated to build that road. Funny Norwegian names, which is almost impossible to pronounce for foreigners. But this is like one funny aspect of that hike. You can drive up there or walk. I personally really like to walk up there. There is one photo taken above, and here you can also see that bridge over the waterfall here. When you decide to walk up, then the walk is like around 2 hours, starting very slowly, inclining, forest, beautiful, nice, a lot of berries you can eat on your trail. And here I have a group of ladies. That photo is taken past COVID. Then I really had like a very small groups, 3-4 people, sometimes one person. And that group was very special because all 3 ladies came from UK, from London. And they still keep in contact, and they became good friends, and they did a lot of traveling and hiking after that as well. So I have many special stories. Here is a little bit bigger group. It was before pandemic, 2018. Every kind of people, but usually they have a lot of fun, and they have similar mindset, because if they are interested in living outdoors, hiking, challenging themselves, yoga, mindfulness, then they always have like a very cool dynamic in the group. And I know at least from that group, 2 ladies became like best friends, visiting each other from different countries later. And also I met one lady who actually comes from Thailand. I went to Thailand to visit her, and we spent some time and did some hiking together later. The next hike I want to talk about is Troll Church hike. It's called Troll Church, but actually it's not a church, of course. It's limestone caves. And here, as long as I talk about the hike, I can show you a small video of what I made. So I often go hiking alone, and that hike starts very slowly, very, very slowly going up through spectacular forest. I call it tour forest because the forest has, like you see here, many like a strong heads, a lot of moss, a lot of trees, and very nice walk to warm up in the beginning. And after a while, you're walking almost all the time next to the water. So smaller waterfalls, bigger waterfalls, water everywhere. You can fill your water bottle, you can drink that water, that tastes very good. And on the halfway of the top, then you can go inside of the caves. I have some photos of the caves as well. But first here, I just came to the top of the mountain and had some small yoga practice here. That photo is taken from the top of the mountain. It's quite steep, and you can go to the waterfall, or you can go like all the way up and make a loop and come down. Usually when I have bigger groups, then we always go to the waterfalls and the caves, limestone caves, because it takes a lot of time to go inside the cave and take photos, then take a lunch. There are beautiful lakes up there. You can go for a swim. But with the smaller groups, I sometimes go over the mountain ridge. Those photos are taken there. So if you want, you can do some climbing. Some people find it maybe a little bit scary, so I don't push anybody to go up there. I will explain before the hike always where we are going and what we are experiencing during the hikes. This is a happy group completing that hike. And that photo is taken from inside of the cave. One cave is very narrow with a big, big waterfall coming inside the cave. And from that cave, you can walk out the same way, or you can just climb out from a small hole. And another cave is a little bit bigger. There's a ladder inside, so it's easier to go inside and a little bit lighter as well. But limestone walls, different colors, ice-cold water. It's quite spectacular hike and spectacular view. Here are the hidden gems, very close to mountain, which is called Gjendamsfjellet. Here we also have a small video meditation on the mountaintop. This is what I like to do when I do my solo hiking trips. I go up to the mountain, I do my meditation. And that video I shared in my YouTube channel, and one lady from India saw that video and she started to meditate together with me. And when she came here to participate in yoga and hiking retreat, then she wanted to go exactly to that mountaintop because she said, I cannot believe it's real. It looks like it's a picture. That was quite spectacular. Here we can also divide the groups. For example, if we have a big group and some people are maybe more tired, want to go slowly. Some other part of the group wants to go quickly, wants to have a longer hike. That trail allows us to divide the group for two. So I always go behind the group with the people who wants to go slowly, and people who wants to go fast, then they just can run as fast as they want. And that particular trail allows us to put the people who wants to do the longer hike to the one starting point. And then usually I take another group to another starting point, so we have a much shorter hike. And then we can meet then on the top of the mountain. That photo is taken from the same mountaintop. You can see the fjord, you can see a couple of islands. There is one island completely flat, and from that island, big pipe with gas going to England, for example, because there's a big gas production on that island. A lot of salmon farms you can see. You can see some other islands which have a lot of mountains. That photo is taken from the same height. The mountainous island back there, it's a very small island and the mountains are quite steep. So they have been using a lot of Sherpas from Nepal to build stone stairs to go to the mountaintop. I would say it's kind of easier to go up there. It's definitely more challenging to your muscles. So next day you probably feel your muscles much, much more. And hiking to witness Trollveggen. Trollveggen is European highest mountain wall. And most of the people just drive to the road between the mountains. And then you look up, you see the wall and there's very special rugged peaks on the top of the wall. But I would like to witness that famous wall from the hiking trips. And there are two different hiking trips where you can witness the Trollveggen and valley, the Round River in the valley, the road, cars are driving, and two hikes. So the longest hike is Rosal's Eggen Ridge hike, where you walk over the edge. That hike is longer. And the shorter hike, that photo is taken from the shorter hike, is called Lilla Fjället, and that literally means little mountain because it's a little bit lower than the big hike and big mountain. And here you can see those peaks, rugged peaks up here, which make that mountain so special and beautiful. And here I also have a small video from that Lilla Fjället hike taking up there with a drone. And here you can see the valley down there, a beautiful green river, Roma River, and road where cars are driving. That hike I really love. I call it minimum effort, maximum outcome. The hike is a little bit steep, but not very steep. It's doable to everybody. And in that video, you can see I'm hiking with a girl, and she's my granddaughter. She's 8 years old, and she didn't have any problem to walk up to that trail. Like I said, it's a little bit steep, but it's very, very short. It's only 20 minutes. So if you do only that hike, you have an amazing view, and you don't even feel that you have done something next day. Up there, again, small water, mountain lakes, reflection of the mountain, of the sky, or those lakes. Those lakes are very special because the water stands still. And when I, for example, sometimes teach my yoga classes or do my meditation sessions, then I describe the mind standing still with that water, standing still with those on those mountain lakes, because when you are totally absorbed into present moment, then your mind becomes so relaxed and everything slows down. So with help of yoga, we really want to experience the peace. It's a very nice way to explain it using the elements of the nature. That photo is taken also from the same trail, walking up a narrow trail, but easy to walk up, basically. Same place, a bunch of ladies, very happy ladies. We went up, we took our yoga mats, we had a small yoga practice up there, and of course a photo session, and a beautiful day outdoors. A lot of snow, because May usually, then you can see many, many points of snow. From here, actually, you can see that mountain up here. That one has been my most scary hiking experience, because many people have tried to climb up the Trollveggen, and many people have died as well. So now it's not allowed to climb up there. But you can hike up from another side of the mountain, and it's quite steep and long hike and very, very special. That photo is taken from the little Fjella, again, beautiful place to sit down and meditate. And Trollveggen hike. Here you can see the Trollveggen from a little bit another angle. And here is a small glacier, basically. Yeah, the same hike, Trollveggen hikes with a bunch of ladies right after the body. And this photo is taken from the way up from beginning of the hike. So you are walking almost all the time close to the water. So you can hear the water, you can feel your water bottle, and you can wash your face and just enjoy the soothing water sounds during your travel. And same place, beautiful moments on the top of the mountains where you just want to sit down, you just want to enjoy the view, eat your lunch, relax, observe the beauty of the nature. I would say the Trollveggen hike is my favorite hike. It's a long one. I can be totally exhausted after the hike, but it's so rewarding. So you really don't think about your problems, or you can be in the moment, in the present moment. My guests have been from 20 till 73 years old. Majority is 35 to 55, 95% ladies. But to be honest, I found so many friends, so many nice relationships during those trips. So I would say, I don't care. Are you a man? Are you a woman? Are you 70, 80 years? Are you like teenager? As long as you are open-minded, as long as you want to discover, you want to try, it's perfect trip for you. So the mindset is the most important thing, and this is what we do in yoga as well. So we work with that one, not with our bodies only. So just to prepare the body for the hike, to warm up, to open up, to start to move, so you feel your energy is moving, you can breathe, you are tall, you are strong, and you are in the present moment. But also, of course, if people don't practice yoga and they just are beginners, they want to try, everybody are welcome to join, because you have to start somewhere, and you really feel that that match is made in heaven. Here is a photo of the morning yoga class, Vinyasa yoga, pranayama, breathing exercises. Prepares your body and your mind, not only body, your mind. That's important for the long days outdoors. Most of the people coming from big cities, they are not used to spend long days outdoors. So morning yoga, also people who practice yoga, it's a possibility to deepen the yoga practice as well. So we start with small meditation, we slowly warm up, then we heat the body, and you totally become stronger and more flexible and more in the present moment after that class. But don't worry, if you want to sleep and you don't want to join the yoga class, there is no pushing, it's your choice. With yoga, one of the goals is to listen to your body. So when you come to my yoga class, I always remember you, listen to your body, listen to your mind, observe your own thoughts. Don't listen to me, I just give you options. But the most important thing that you go inside and just follow what is good for you on that day. So just some idea how your days will be. In the end of the hike, restorative yoga, we have all kind of props, blocks, straps, eye pillows, blankets to influence your parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest nervous system. Because during the restorative yoga, maybe you can fall asleep during the class. It's not the goal, but it happens all the time. And people just relax so deeply. It's a little bit important during that kind of holiday when you have so much physical activity that you get the proper rest. And also, when we walk up to the mountains, then usually you are having a backpack. You are like this. So it's important to open up again so you can breathe. You can stretch muscles which have been working. Also, your hips, your lower back may be aching, painful. Your legs probably, you will feel your muscles. So when we do those stretches and relaxing those poses, then your body really recovers for the next day. Yeah, now we came to the accommodation. We have single and double rooms and been using mostly at one hotel, but both hotels, they are in a city center, opposite to each other, very close to each other. Single room here, tiny room with a private bathroom. If you are coming, maybe doing the long trip, coming with the big luggage, maybe you want to have the double room only for yourself if you're coming alone. If you come together with a partner or friend or your mother and your daughter, then you can share the room, of course, if you want to. And there's, of course, of the lobby as well. Another hotel I'm using, Alexandra Hotel, also 4 stars. Nice view, balcony, single room, quite small, but also cheaper than the double room. It depends what you want to pay for. Food, breakfast buffet is very rich. You can really find everything. In our yogic philosophy, we mostly focus on the vegetarian food, but amazing seafood from Norway, famous from all over the world. And from your breakfast buffet, I provide you with a box. So you can just choose what you want to eat during your hikes as your lunch outdoors. So you will choose what you want. So many options. And the photo of strawberry, blueberries, strawberries. You can eat as much as you can during the hikes because in August, a lot of berries. Next topic, quite important. What to bring or what to wear. If you're a very experienced hiker, you probably know already what to wear, what to bring. But I would say for you to have a really good experience, it's important to pay attention that you have everything. So the backpack, the day back, when the weather is warm, you have to have place to take your clothes on. When you are walking uphill, your body is warm, so you want to take off layers. When you are on the top, it's usually windy, or when it's raining, you need some layers to put on. So we stopped hundreds of times during the hike just to put on or take off the clothes. And you have to have place in your backpack to carry your clothes. So it's 20, 30 liters. average, but this is enough. Hiking boots, they really need to be worn. Don't go to them many days hiking with new shoes or new boots. So what kind of boots? It's up to you. I recommend lightweight boots, water resistant. They are drying out fast for your next day hike, and they have to tolerate some mud and water as well. Light and good grip, important aspects. Warm clothes and good breathing clothes. Think about layers. Your clothes should be lightweight. You can have many layers on the top of each other. So start with a base layer, which is a t-shirt or a long sleeve shirt, what you recommend. Synthetic material, wool would be nice, so it dries quickly. Then the next layer, isolating, warm layer, fleece, cardigan, and then wind and waterproof layer on the top, because weather can change very quickly here in Norway, especially in the mountains. So we really need many layers. Hiking socks, a little bit important that you have tall socks protecting your feet. All those stones can go inside sand, so socks are important. Hat, gloves, scarf, just in case, again, lightweight, weather can change quickly. Sunglasses, sun cream, comfortable clothes for yoga. I would say most of the people joining my retreats are using the yoga pants for hiking as well. So as long the weather is nice, no problem, shorts, yoga pants, but when weather changes, you should have water or windproof or resistant pants to just put on the top of your yoga pants. I personally prefer hiking pants with zippers, different kind of zippers for ventilation. Zippers to make them shorts or zippers to open the side, because when you wake up, it's warm, it's hot usually. Water bottle. Here in Norway, we can fill our water bottles everywhere. So bring your bottle. You don't have to buy water here. You just use tap water, or I use the water from the nature. Swimming clothes. I really challenge people to take a dip or swim. The water is cold here, yes, but nobody regrets after the cold bath. If you want to try it, take your swim clothes with you. And maybe a towel as well, which is very lightweight, because of course you can borrow the towel from the hotel, but usually it's a big one. So you don't want to have a heavy backpack if it's possible to have the lightweight towel with you. And also, of course, there are no places to change clothes in the mountains. So if you have a bigger and light towel with you, you can just take it around you when you change your clothes. And of course, your own medicines. And last but not least, open mind, most important to take with you. Don't forget so. Here we have just one photo to illustrate the backpack. So they don't have to be a big one, but enough place for everything. And also I forgot to mention hiking poles. If you have any minor problem with your knees, if you maybe don't have so good balance, hiking poles, very, very good help, especially walking down, by the way. So I would like to thank you, and I really appreciate your attention and presence, and namaste, and I hope to host you here in Molde.